Good morning. This is President Ann Diener. Donald Trump is legally and lawfully deposed since August 8th of 2017. And Trump is a nice guy who does work hard. And we've been working to try to improve America slowly. And there's no need to call Putin. And what we need to do is call forth our war crimes tribunal to bring Bill Gates in. And that's been a big issue. Yesterday, he referred to Republicans as greasy spoon Republicans, and those are the ones in the Midwest. And that's Trump's constituency. We keep our gold standard. Gold is global, and our money back is to be delivered. And it's important. You can hear the chirpers in the background with the guy who sold the unlicensed Chinese technology way back when they were working for receivership of America. And it was a left-right thing that we made it through. And so basically we have to really take a look at this thing seriously. As the protests were increasing, it's important to look at the frequency band and the chemistries put in the area because they could be targeting specific communities. And that's done, sadly enough, with the National Security Agency, which we had at one point 37 attorney generals that wanted to pursue the National Security Agency for what they did. And basically they find ways to create tensions and increase costs that don't need to be increased. And so today, with law enforcement out working the protests and with protesters out safely demonstrating their ability to speak freely, we must look forward to a tribunal. And hopefully Dick Cheney does come along to actually take a look at and see what our tribunal could bring for the American voter. Because it is significant. If you spray harmful chemistries into an atmosphere and increase tensions, we found that to be tightening in an area, that will increase tensions and cause people not to communicate with one another when they really should, in a beneficial, positive way. And it was outed, I mean, that basically Bill Gates had some sort of sophisticated hand type technology that he wanted to release on America. And in reality, Bill Gates is a war criminal. He may even be worse than Dick Cheney in some ways, because he actually guided the buildings down. He decided when the World Trade Center 1 and 2 were going to fall in the background. So why wouldn't he be part of the War Crimes Tribunal? Why wouldn't there be an overarching tribunal specifically of those who conducted September 11th and identify the 128 buildings that still remain with possible nuclear components in them? Did Robert Mercer's team install those nuclear components in other buildings? And see, that's what we need to get to. We need to get to those other buildings to protect the lives of the 128,000 people that could enter those buildings every day. It's been a long time towards this tribunal, and can a tribunal save our country? Yes, it can, when it brings in all evidence and data, and we use it for our benefit, to benefit sheriffs, to benefit intelligence professionals, and actually to move forward and advance our country. We've gotten past the bankruptcy. They did disclose that Donald Trump stole election 2016, and that should not be held as top secret. We need the election convictions to come out, which those are cross-check, micro-targeting, and Diebold. And the micro-targeting conviction is the most serious conviction that needs to be made because it relates to Robert Mercer. And Robert Mercer has been behind the popularity rankings of those who are in politics, and sometimes favoring the left-wing goons, and I am nonpartisan, over the moderate left, who sides with the right, who's only after justice. And I provided my testimony against Donald Trump in earnest, against the land grab, against the bankruptcy, against the oligarch intervention, against even Israel that well, there were some individuals in Israel that were forcing Putin into a bad position that we could take down by arrest warrant here in America. There were 18 of them behind the scenes who ordered Dick Cheney to commit war crimes. Basically, they said they wanted more terrorism. Can we get those 18 arrest warrants today? And that's the significance. See, and they tie in with these guys who installed the package. And so those are the people that harm us today. And as we look out, and there are 328 million Americans out suffering, we could deliver our money back and explain war crimes, and explain how war crimes happen, and how they were influenced by this harmful group that operated in the background, that ordered powerful people around. And that's what we need to eliminate, is those people that caused Americans to harm one another. And so every day I constructively work for the betterment of our country. And I should run for president in 2020, or maybe just serve as a special liaison, to dare I say Obama. Will Obama actually move forward? I mean, and can Trump run? I mean, it's like they had basically given our presidency to Obama with Biden, and we need a war crimes tribunal to stop the harmful influence in the background with Bill Gates and the others aligned with the Nixon Congress that we blew a hole through yesterday. In reality, those individuals were behind these package installs and probably have a world map of Bill Gates currently to increase tensions in certain communities. So I did let the National Sheriff's Association actually know, because they can protect themselves and protect those that are protesting and serve constitutionally, which is our most important thing, is that we serve every day constitutionally for the American voter, and service above self is our most important thing. May we actually have our tribunal on TV and find a way to recover the $840 trillion of our deficit, even if it is writing certain things off. But one thing's for certain, we do not want issues where individuals cause terrorism and ask our government to protect them from it, nor cause riots or questionable behavior and ask our government for funding for unneeded resources. And see, that's where it comes down to. It comes down to budget and spending. And that's something that if I campaigned with Sanders, that we would be strong on. We would protect the American voter. We would protect the law enforcement to ensure their safety as well as the safety of those they serve and protect. I'm Ann Diener, and I should be running for president this term. But in the meantime, I would like a war crimes tribunal to include Bill Gates as well as Robert Mercer, because we do need to know how those nuclear components were put in the buildings, and if there is anything else that is dangerous within the package. And incidentally, I did put that up about Schumer, and you know, it's scary how manipulated. See, we don't need presidents that are manipulated behind the scenes in our future, hopefully. In our future, hopefully, we have presidents that stand up for the voter every day, that work for their best interests, and that take pride in that service. And if Trump could switch to actually be that kind of president, that would be a good thing for everyone. And I support a campaign, any campaign that is for the voter. I support that, because that's what's needed to move us into 2021. We can't have these backroom dealings for financial instability as well as harming the American people. Have a good day.